Hey everybody, it's good to see you all again. This segment is just to kind of let you guys know what is going on in this episode. So, in this episode, there is a situation. Towards the end, or anywhere in this episode, there is a blank. That means there's no sound coming in the episode, and you might think that is your fault. That is my fault. You can blame me, say it was my fault, because that is an editing problem, and that's because of recording and the recording platform that I use. If that happens to be in the episode, if that's in it, what you need to do is to just disregard it. Don't worry about it. Consider it like an ad break. Consider it like a break. Consider it like we're taking a 5 minute break. Consider it like that. So, no freaking out. No need to worry. Make sure you guys enjoy the episode, enjoy what's in it, and y'all have a good one. And enjoy this one. Really enjoy it and have fun. And please disregard the blanks in there. Consider them breaks. Hope you guys enjoy this episode and thank you guys for understanding and for your cooperation. Guys, it is currently the 13th. I hope you all are having a great spring break. If you guys happen to be off, because I'm off this whole week. So if you happen to be off during spring break, I hope you guys enjoy that. If not, then I hope this interview makes your day better. I'm here with Myk LO for his very first interview. So give the guy lots of love and support. It is his first time. You guys remember your first time, so you know. I will now give the floor to Myk LO. Welcome to the show. I'm so honored to meet you.
Thank you for having me. Like it's a privilege to even have my first interview. I'm so excited, nervous, but I'm so excited to to really express my my musical outlets and stuff.
Cool, awesome. Well, I'm
Yeah,
excited
this
too.
is
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I ain't saying anything. I'm just in awe.
Okay. Um, my brain has been in a lot of places today. I made a huge announcement on Instagram, so I'm busy, but I am here for this. So I definitely want to get into that. So one of the first things I do want to get into, of course, is you, the beat maker. So I want to kind of get into the whole concept and position of a beat maker. So how did you become one, and what's it like being a beat maker?
How I became a beat maker. I started two years ago during the COVID pandemic. I was just bored out of my mind. I, read books and played beat all the games that I had, and was, bored out of my mind. And I was just, intrigued on trying a different skill. And I asked for. I mean, here's the quick story because this is how like I try to joke with my career. During the pandemic, I was trying to get the PlayStation 5, and during that time it was like hard to get. It was like getting a pot of gold during that time. So I knew I wasn't gonna get it during that time. So I asked, can you just give me like an inexpensive drum machine? It was like maybe like $100, and so I asked my girlfriend, my then girlfriend, turned fiance for the drum machine for Christmas gifts. So if it was like if if I went through it, then it was a good investment on her part. But if I didn't go through with it, at least she only lost $100, which I would happily gave it back to her. So yeah, I started around Christmas time in 2020, and just started listening to different songs, like tried you know just try to make some dope rap songs that I started fell in love with, which is typically boom bap inspired, lo-fi hip hop inspired. And in the beginning, it was real rough. So it was rough, but I started studying the greats, like Premier, Dilla. but mainly on Cookin Soul because he has a YouTube page that he gives you like a demonstration on his process of making beats, and I kind of took some of his skills on tasks and started using it on my beat making. And here I am now, 2 years in, a couple of songs, a couple of projects out, and I'm addicted to making. Now I'm addicted to making beats. I try to make a beat at least uh, one, maybe two, three beats a day. Just to sharpen iron, sharpen my skills, and just making sure that I improve. Practice makes perfect, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I never would have imagined this started because you wanted a PS5. I mean, bro, I can totally relate to you. I'm still trying to get one. I mean now it's everywhere, but it's shit. It's a lot to try and get one. So
Yeah, it is. I actually have it. It's just now, like, I don't even. I mean, I play from time to time, but I'm mostly on the drum machine. I'm mostly on my laptop, just like listening to potential samples, and I got people on Discord. I got people like close friends and even coworkers, like giving me samples to just try, just to, like I said, just to challenge me. And like I said, I'll be making more beats than playing 2K.
nice. I think that's even better than PS5. I think that's way better than, just playing for hours on PS5. That's more worthwhile.
Most definitely. It's like I can just be creative with my hands, just be creative with my mind. Where I'm just like, yo, I just like I can only be so creative like playing virtual basketball game for so long, and then I'll be like, bro, I just can't. I literally just can't. So, like I said, I I think right after this, I'm gonna just start making some more beats, like start making another couple of more beats just to, like I said, just to sharpen the tool belts, just sharpen the iron and stuff.
Definitely, definitely. Much respect. Now, I want to get back to sampling because it's becoming a thing nowadays for artists to sample. I'm seeing it a lot more now than I've ever saw it before. So I want to kind of ask about that concept. So for you, how do you go about sampling? How do you know which ones to sample and which beats to put the songs or samplings with?
Um, that's the thing. That's the beautiful thing about music. Like you can sample when it comes to hip hop. Like you can sample anything pretty much. Like from jazz to folk music to some classical music. It's just what I it's just what I'm in the mood for. Like I'll be just listening to I'll be listening to everything on a daily basis, not just one genre. And because I just feel like you're limiting yourself if you just feel if if you just listening to like one genre to the sample. It just makes sampling easy. Sometimes I love to step out the box and it's real difficult to do it, but sometimes with great plugins and a good DAW, or just asking somebody in the greats and see how they do it, and they just they just shock the hell out of me. Now I'm just like I'm saying for some rock music or whatever.
Cool, cool. I was just curious because I've been noticing sampling lately. Like even TikTok's songs are having a little sampling here and there. So I was just a little bit curious. And I want to know your personal opinion about that little concept. What is your favorite song to sample, or what's your favorite genre to sample?
Um, Mostly funk music like the 70s. Um, Mostly like jazz. So like, what I'm really starting to do
You okay?
sorry,
Oh, you all good?
I'm sorry, I couldn't use
Okay. Well, okay. This is. I haven't had difficulty this crazy in a long time. Wow.
pain is only 1%, right? So it's technical difference.
So, uh, sound like bongos. Kind of. It sound like little bongos.
Like bongos. Man, I sampled some bongos or like the drum breaks at times to make it like a funky, like a funky classy 90s joint. It really depends. Like I don't just sample for the melody part. I sample for the drum part, or the ad lib or a box or anything in that nature. So it's sampling is a beautiful thing to oppose composing like a melody, which I do not know how to say in my life. So I could just put anything into samples. It's like putting two colors in to make a different color, and that's my mode. That's my little niche when it comes to this music shit.
Right, right. Absolutely. But thanks for your intake on that. And for the beats itself, do you have like a general idea how on your way of making them, or you have like a different process for making different beats? How do you go about making it and that sort of thing?
They really have like different ways. So I started meaning I started sampling the melody first, bringing in the drums, like for the drums myself. But and then I wanted to, and then I realized I wanted to do like other things, like certain breaks that other artists do. So lately I've been just doing like some drum breaks, just chopping on the set, or just part of the song, and some some like some speech to start the song. It really depends on how I'm feeling throughout the music process. With if I'm ready to just build into, I really want to build this shit into something. So like, if I have like more time, if I have a lot of time on my hand, then I'm willing to put more time and more effort into the beat. If I'm just but if I'm just, trying to see if I can make a beat within 5 minutes, which, I had some good results, it's usually like it's usually bullshit. Like I'll add the drum break and just chop up a sample to make a melody and then save it. And then later on, when I have that time, then I can really, put more salt and pepper to the mix.
Oh, I see. All right, cool. And I've interviewed a lot of beat makers, so I always like to get their intake on it. So that's really cool. That's great. Did you make your Instagram picture? It's adorable. I'm sorry. That's a really cool like Bitmoji thing you got going on. Did you make that?
Me personally, no. Shout outs to this Discord collective called the Stew. We got some awesome artists. We got some awesome beat makers, and we also got some awesome, um, creative artists right here. So I asked one of my members, to make a emoji for me. So I knew I had to have some kind of icon. It has a little icon, right? His little logo. Cookin Soul has his. Myk LO has his own. His own one. This is pretty much like a South Park cartoon on my face. And I think and I never thought in my wildest days that I could, have something like that. Because, at first, like I said, at first it was just for fun making music. And then once I realized that, people actually like my shit, I was just like, I want to try to make it into like a serious thing. So, like I said, I asked one of my colleagues in the studio to, just make a picture of me, and that's what that results came to.
Nice. Well, tell them to hit me up. That's a really nice. That's really nice. I mean, you gotta check out his Instagram. It's MYK underscore LO underscore QGTM. Like his picture it's adorable, but also it's sick. God, it's
Appreciate it a lot.
Of course, yeah. I just had to ask about it because that literally caught my eye whenever I was like texting you, like messaging you on Instagram. I was like, "Come on, huh? Like, what is that?"
It's like I said, like I think every decent artist should have or should have some kind of logo, some kind of persona. Like that's my persona, the fly guy with a polo hat on, fly that debonair and all this other stuff. That's also how I got my stage name Myk LO, because of my clothing.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I was actually about to ask about the name, so that makes a lot of sense.
I mean, I can keep going. Like everyone calls me Mike, but I spell Mike, my first name differently. So I just took what my sister will always call me Mike, with how I spell the stage name MYK, and the low is short for Polo because a lot of people knows Polo Ralph Lauren fanatic. I always wear Polo like at least 6, 7, at least every day out the week. So every time I go, do my thing, every time I go outside, they was like, "Oh, this is the low guy. Like this is Mr. Polo. Well, he's a low. Like all he does is wear polo. Like it's kind of, some people think it's annoying, but it's like it's fashionable and it's affordable to my taste. Like a lot of people be going broke for buying bullshit like Gucci or Vuitton, all that nonsense that it's not timeless. Like polo will always be timeless and classic to me, and always remind me of the '90s. Because I be seeing, I saw my brother wear it, I see my sister wear it. Those who put me on, and along with my brother-in-law put me on to polo. So it's just matched, So I just took the P-O out of the polo and just added the low and just like that.
Oh, wow! He definitely took a different turn with the name. I did not expect that, but what an awesome name it is. But I definitely love the artist name. So much respect to that. And another thing I also wanted to ask about is Twitch because obviously and I'm not saying your Instagram. I actually studied. Um, I saw that you do host Twitch streams every Monday. So how has Twitch helped you in your career, and how has the experience, using Twitch been for you? What are those streams anyway? What are those like stream weekly things like?
Well, the streams is like I'll call it Monday Night Low, which is like a write off for Monday Night Raw for wrestling because with the stew they knew like everyone knows that I'm a big pro wrestling fan, so they just know. So I made the decision to make the stream on Mondays before the WWE's Raw comes on. So what I'll do is I'll make a couple of beats. I'll ask people that's on watching the stream and ask them let me know what song you want me to sample. I'll try to get it. I'll track the streams and the stems and everything else and try to chop up some beats through within like an hour and a half, and talk a lot of shit. Some days I'll talk about wrestling. Some days I'll talk about my process with the beat making. Sometimes I'll talk about like sometimes like if my streams I'll have the Nick game on. So sometimes I'll talk about the latest Nick game that I've been playing while I'll be making the beats, and that helps me interact with other people, and they think that they think I'm funny in a sense, and also is talented when it comes to making my beats. But all actuality, I just wanted to have fun, show a different side of me, because I like to stay. I mean, my main goal in music was to stay private and not really show my face. And Twitch is the actual first outlet where I'm actually showing my bare face, where I'm pretty much I'm starting to get a little personal with everything, and starting to interact with the outside, with the Twitch world, because I ain't know much about Twitch other than streaming video games and stuff. And again, I got to big up Cookin Soul because he gave me the idea for the Twitch because I saw him do a Twitch, and I'm like, I want to do what he does, and try to get my name out there when it comes to creating.
Oh, okay. That's a really interesting concept with the Twitch. But I'll definitely tune into the next one. That sounds so interesting. And how has Twitch impacted your career, and would you recommend it for people to use the platform?
I mean, I think anyone who wants to build a following should use any outlet that they can. Twitch is a pretty good outlet, but it comes with a lot of work. You gotta really promote yourself. You gotta be so since me promoting the Twitch and social media, it comes to Twitter, Instagram, word of mouth. If I can, I'll do like smoke and say, hey, I got a Twitch stream coming up at 8 o'clock or whatever. And and it helps you. It also helps you, step out the box in a way. It helps you step out the box. If you like real shy and if you like shy, it really helps you pick up your shyness in a way because now it's like you can show people that you really fuck with this music shit, you're really about it, and if people can just watch your stuff and then really have like and really it really has you have something to compare and talk to about, and then that also helps you out get a lot a certain following. So I think Twitch is a good way. Just like I think it's just like Instagram or Twitter. It's a good way to get a follow.
Very valid point. Very valid points, and thank you for sharing a little bit about it. I see you use it regularly, so I was just curious. But thanks for that. Very much appreciated. Now I need to ask this because it's really important. See, I've been paying attention, and I know that you have not released anything yet. You did release a couple projects last year in 2022. Well, this is New Year, so I won't go into that. I'm curious to know what is the year looking like for you? Like what you got planned, or what's going on in that studio? That we should look forward to. What's going on? Catch us up.
All right. I just released in January around my birthday around January. I released my first collab project with an MC called Greek, who's also in the collective The Stew, called the Greek Low Tape, where me and him. Uh, we did the old school way where he's the MC and I'm the DJ. Like we was on our Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff type shit. So you can look that up on Greek's streaming stuff on Low Tape. Um, so that's my first project that I put out on this year. Um, I made a plan when I started this music shit. I made a plan when it comes to I made a plan when it comes to this music stuff. So when I first started out, I wanted to get my name. I wanted to start. I wanted to put myself out there just to see if people would actually listen outside my family. Then that was in 2021. Then last year, it was more of trying to get my really, sharpen my skills and really try to, get my name out there by putting like I set a goal to myself to put at least four projects, which I did six. And it also added a couple of beats to a bunch of collabs with other people. So and also with the Twitch. So this year it's gonna be a little more it's gonna be less projects, it's gonna be more meaningful. Like I'm working on a project called the Sober Sessions where I'm creating I'm creating music while I'm sober off marijuana because a lot of people say, I make great beats when I'm high, but I also make doper beats when I'm sober. So I challenge myself to, to sober myself up to create some beats, and I'm working on the mastering and stuff. And after that, then it's going to be my 2 yearly tapes, the low tape, and the next and final one for the year will be Family Affair, which is Family Affair is really a tape where I make beats, but the titles have it represents like a loved one of mine. So like I made a beat for my mother and my father passed on. I made one for my daughter. I made a beat for my daughter. Made one for my fiance. I made one for my sisters, and I made one for my brother. So it's usually like 6, 7. So it's like a shorter tape for that one, and but it's more meaningful. But I also brought up with the low tape. That's just me just making beats. Like I'm just like dropping, just putting like everything, like heart, blood, sweat, and tears in the low tape. Like it don't really have like a meaning. It's just I just want to put some dope shit out, and that's like more beats, like maybe like 10 to 20 beats that I'm putting out. So, but I think this year is just mainly focusing on making those three projects, working more with collabs, and just working on the Twitch, and just again, just developing my skills and just getting better.
Nah, that's amazing. That's really amazing. Oops, sorry, my phone. My bad. But sorry, getting back to what you said. That's very
It's cool.
exciting. I am beyond excited for you. And all your future endeavors. I wish nothing but the best. For you and all these projects. You know, I'm gonna be stop being Insta. I'm just. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. But I do like.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead. It's gonna be like I'm gonna try to revamp my Instagram page when it comes to music. Like I use my Instagram to promote it, but now I'm thinking about just creating, like beat videos and also again just get a little personal, like just cracking jokes and just using my platform to not only just get my name out there musically, but just help people out in ways, because I be seeing a lot of crazy shit, and and I just be hearing a lot of people, feeling bad and feeling sad and everything. And then sometimes, I go in underneath the comments or DM them, and to be like, yo, like things will get better and things of that nature. But mainly it's just to make people feel good. Like, this world is just crazy as it is. Like, we don't need any more craziness. We don't need no crazy motherfuckers making it worse.
Sorry. Thank you. I'm
I
sorry.
like the ringtone though.
I'm extremely busy because I actually put out a concert announcement on my Instagram, so I've had people text me all day about it. So I'm sorry about that. Not bad, but keep going.
That's pretty much what I got. Like, it's just now, like, like I said, I got every year is a new plan. I treat this shit like how Tony Khan, from who's the president of AEW, treats his promotion. So, like, every year is a new year. Every year is a new goal. So, like I said, the first year was the intro. The second year was the first year was my rookie year. The second year was, my outcoming party. Now the third year, I'm trying to make it to the All-Star game. I'm trying to be a starter. I'm trying to, yeah, I'm just trying to do right. I'm just trying to make people proud of me when it comes to this music shit. Like, I just love making, beats. It's therapeutic to me. Like, I get a rise out of it. Like, I just feel more happier making beats than that's like the second thing that makes me. I ain't gonna lie. That's the second thing that makes me happy, other than family and
Right,
love.
absolutely. But yeah, I definitely agree. Therapeutic. I make a few beats myself, so I can totally relate to that. But I'm glad that you find happiness in something as amazing as making beats, because not everybody can do it. And by the way that you're doing it, man, that's mighty. That's really impressive. Actually, and that one made me like hit you up. Another person said, "Do you randomly text this letter to anyone?" And I was laughing for 20 minutes when somebody texted me that, because I was like, "Huh? What do you think?" but but don't worry, that's not what I actually did. I actually stalked your Spotify. No, I'm just kidding again. I actually did listen to a couple of your beats. I always listen to music too, so and it's really really good. So I just wanted to say that, and it's unbelievable. It's your first interview, and I'm beyond blessed that you chose here for your first one.
I appreciate you inviting me. Like, I was just like that person. Like, I was kind of worried with the email, and I was like, man, like, let me just give this a try, because you just never know. But I appreciate you stalking my Spotify. Like, thank you for the listens. Like, I definitely need it. Again, I just love creating beats. I'll do it. I mean, I do this for free. I and if I get paid from this shit, then that's a plus. But this mainly is not about the brand. It's just mainly just doing it because outlets like yours, and like with the stool, and in other places, and other people telling me, oh, this shit is dope. Like, that's why I get a kick out of
Absolutely,
it.
I totally feel you, and I'm glad you enjoyed this as much as I did. I actually wanted to. We actually covered everything, so I just wanted to say one more thing, just one more. Do you have any last things you wanted to say to your the fan listening? And by the way, you're on over 12 platforms, so it better be something good.
Um, yeah. Yo, thank you for just listening to the music. just liking my shit. I really appreciate this. Trust me, I never expected to even get listeners outside of my loved ones. And even with the Stu, and shout out to the Stu, man. Like shout outs to JTA, shout out to Greek, shout out to KD, shout outs shout outs to everyone there, man. Like I appreciate them. They really they really mold me as a beat maker because, they always, help me out and help me out, become a better beat maker. And they just help me just again just open up to just start cracking jokes with them on Discord and just feeling good about it. And again, I just hit a milestone on Spotify, 1,000 listens on for my low tape. I like I'm very humble. I'm a humble kid. I'm a humble man, man. I'm gonna stay humble until the day I die. So it's just thank you for everyone. And like I said, more music coming out. Like I said, the Silver Sessions coming out soon. My remakes session is gonna come out maybe later in the spring, early summer. And then, like I said, the Low Tape 3 and Family Affair 3 is gonna come out. So yeah,
Awesome.
stay
Well,
tuned.
firstly, congrats on that milestone. Give it up, y'all. That's really good. 1,000. That's really good. I'm sorry, but I had to say something because that's really good. That's really good. Would you quit calling me? Alright, I'm gonna take care of that when this is over. Because they really need to stop. But seriously though, congrats, and I'm beyond happy, and again, so happy that I got to do this, that I got to meet you, and hey, I'm gonna keep you on my contact list. I'm gonna keep you connected. I definitely want to hook you up with more opportunities like this in the future, because you're an awesome guy and you deserve more exposure. Exposure. God, I can.
I appreciate that. That's like I said, I just stay humble. I just do what I like to do, and I'll be glad to keep doing this more often. Like this won't be the first and last time. Like we're gonna keep doing some more stuff, and I think between now and then, like it's gonna be like a different Myk LO. It's gonna be like more seasoned, more determined, and more you know well polished. So
Oh,
I'm
come
just
on.
hoping
After
that
this
people just
interview, they will
like
be
my shit.
streaming. They'll be dialed onto your Spotify faster than a mosquito on a wall. They will.
Well,
They
I hope
definitely
so,
will.
though.
And if they aren't, then they're losing out. So, that's them. So, oh boys. I hope you all enjoy tonight's interview. You can find Myk LO everywhere. Everywhere you can find him. Literally, I googled up his name 30 minutes ago, and he's found everywhere. So definitely, y'all, he's an awesome guy to check out. Please do. If you also be makers, collaborate, get connections going. And I hope that you enjoyed your first interview, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. There'll be more to come, so stay tuned. And this was not a bad interview. So happy that I got to do this. So to end on that good note, I will see you guys next time, and keep an eye out for more music. Keep supporting, and no drugs. And much love to you all. Be blessed.